Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we resumed our investigation of Global Studios after the first trial day ended, and we spoke to several key witnesses, namely the producer, the director, and a Steel Samurai fanboy who happened to be at the studios on the day of the murder. Now, the director and the producer both gave me some pretty rock-solid alibis that would apparently clear them of having anything to do with the murder itself, because they were all supposedly trapped at Studio 2, courtesy of the Mr. Monkey statue's head falling off and blocking the path to the rest of the property, keeping them trapped there until a head was removed after 4, well after the murder took place. Now, the Steel Samurai fanboy, on the other hand, he apparently actually witnessed the Steel Samurai defeat the bad guy, as it were, and to us that means he undoubtedly saw the Steel Samurai kill somebody. And when we found that out, after going through a bit of a series of fetch quests to get him to talk to us, we pretty much found ourselves in a position that was not in our favor, to put it lightly. Because with that information from him, it would certainly make it look like as though Will Powers is indeed definitely guilty of killing Jack Hammer. So we were pretty content with the idea of just not calling him as a witness for the next trial day, but unfortunately, Detective Swedeshoe was there, and he heard everything, and now Cody is going to be a key witness during the second trial day proceedings. So we got a pretty nasty handicap that we're going to have to deal with today in court. But I am pretty sure I'll be able to pull enough things out of my ass and come out smelling like roses at the end. It's worked before countless times up until this point. I'm sure it'll work again. Anyway, I think that covers everything. Let's go ahead and get our second trial day started. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Looking grim as always, Mr. Powers. Mr. Wright. Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? He always looks unhappy. Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix. Today. That or lose the trial. So it's something we've overlooked in the evidence. I'm not going to say what it is, because I'm pretty sure I remember what it is that we've overlooked, but I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll just wait until it's actually brought up during the proceedings. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 4, excuse me. Hello, Edgeworth. How is your cravat looking today? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if he'll be that producer. The The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. Ruffle. I don't think Edgeworth is impressed with your leak speak. Salmonella. I'm a television director. I'm a director. Television. Stop shaking your head. You'll get sweat everywhere. You freak. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Well, we are kind of in a very strong predicament, so, I mean, if it's not her, the pressure's gotta come from somewhere. The day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, I think I'm just gonna press on everything, see what information we can pry out of him. So you were in the studios around 9. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no. I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, I was pretty busy all that day, sad face. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing a scene run-through, yes, in the employee area. That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh, yeah. That security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope. Just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why is that? Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Alright, that's the limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch. Ruffs! Ruffs? Rolling on the floor, starving? That's the only thing I can think of. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak! The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on in the employee area. Everyone else meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That seems to be a bit well, then again, we didn't see actual bones on those plates at Studio 2, so it could have been anything, really. It must have been tough. Phoenix, Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Well, I'm going to go if it's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. What do you want? Sweats. When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates. The same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Okay, so I guess we are going to this steak angle after all. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Really a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So, when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Drool, bone included. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. They took a break in that meeting. That contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. We were in a meeting until around 4, so I think here is where I need to press. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this! The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can't you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. This is where I need to press. You didn't take a single break. Well, yeah, not one. What's he sweating about so much about, I wonder? Only had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Here we go. I think we got our contradiction. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops! Ruffle. Well, you did just say that, buddy. Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. I've fallen into another trap, ladies and gentlemen. But the real question is, how long will it take for me to get out of it? Because we all know I'm going to get out of it. It's only a matter of when. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. I'm not worried. Yet. The break. Yeah, we took a break. Ruffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. Steams. Maybe I should press on the statement where he's steaming. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Okay. I'm gonna press on everything again. So, we took a break. What time exactly did you take this break? I say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. So, right during the murder. 2:30. It's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed the hammer, and come back. No, he said he took the break from between 2:30 to 2:45. So the time of death lists Jack's death at 2:30. At least approximately. Yeah. I don't know. I think that'd be... I think that's too narrow a window myself. But whatever. I guess it's possible, time-wise. Okay, Edgeworth, what are you plotting? You're giving me the silent treatment. It's only 15, okay? What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak! What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez's, excuse me. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol. You sure about that? For all I know, you could be really fast on those chubby legs. Why is that?
Objection!
Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright, Phoenix, this is critical. Think about before you give your answer. You claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1. I don't think I have enough information here, so I'm going to say no for now. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Ha-ha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True. The break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen monkey, Mrs. Monkey Head, was barred the way. I thought it was Mr. Monkey. Around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of those people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Incoming Cody Hapkins. Order. I'll have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Off to go eat a T-bone steak, Sir Judge. Okay, what do we have to discuss about? What are we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi. Yeah, it would honestly seem like they do have an alibi regarding them being able to go to Studio 1 during the murder. Sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. So I definitely then made the right call to back off. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. You? Thanks. Stop making people cry, Mia. This is serious. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. For the fucking children! Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. Does it now? As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. As is the Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. Yeah, that's fine. I can always knock him clean off. It'll be a long way down, though. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Somebody get the kid a stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Apparently, Old Bag isn't the only one snacking on donuts lately. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness! What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. You just have the worst luck when it comes to getting witnesses to cooperate with you, huh, edgy boy? Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. You're probably not wrong. I hope you all went to the bathroom. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. See, I didn't even need to knock him off the high ground. He did it for the moral high ground. He did it for me. Thank you. Witness. I mean, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just... Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer a bearded gentleman. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid? And you lost? You're not really living up to your reputation as a feared prosecutor, edgy boy. I'm very disappointed in you. Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I'll bring with me wherever I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera, a new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Okay, witness's account. Tell us what you saw, Cody. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I wonder who leaked the map to the internet. Probably a bitter ex-employee, if I had to guess. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. I think I should press on that statement. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. I think I need to be careful on what I press him on. So, I think I should just focus on specific statements for now. Let's focus on this first. This statement right here. The Steel Samurai. Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Let's press on that too. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kinda far away. He's being awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. Method acting is a totally legitimate way to act, Phoenix. And some people take it very, very seriously. Have my camera with me? Okay, let's do the camera. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. But that's a contradiction, my friend, because you say that you always carry this thing, even though you're still learning how to use it. So I think I need to I need to point this out to you. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out, and then he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Explain this to me, Cody. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Your shocked face is a lot funnier to me in HD. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody. I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright! How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so! Then stop you from terrorizing Maya a good bit, didn't it? You know, like in the last trial we were in together. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Do you see any other prosecuting attorneys in here, Edgeworth? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? And why didn't you take the picture? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. But, well, that would kind of defeat the purpose of making this scrapbook, wouldn't it? Because this scrapbook that you've been making contains a photo of every victory scene the Steel Samurai has won. Seems very strange that you would just ignore getting a shot for that. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. Steel Samurai rules. I think I need to present the scrapbook to one of those statements. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, so I'm just going to press on at least a few of these statements just to be on the safe side so I can squeeze as much certainty out of him as possible. So that way I can be certain on what to contradict him on. So you had your camera with you, I don't need to... But you were glued to the action, so tell me about that. So you're watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away. Not even once. No! Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy. Wham. Let's press on this too. So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah! What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. What happened next? The bad guy stopped moving. I'm pretty certain I should probably present the scrapbook here, so let's give it a shot. Oh, god damn it. I was wrong. Your Honor, statement contradicts the evidence. It does. I don't see through. Okay. I did think it through. Apparently I didn't think it through hard enough. Okay, let's just keep pressing for a bit. So the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? And how did he do it? It was Samurai Kick, and Samurai Punch, Samurai Chop, Samurai Slap. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Press him harder. Okay, so I should have just kept pressing. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? The witness had stated what he saw clearly. Quite clearly.
Objection!
You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight. But you missed the most important part. The killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how you might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. I can't. Yet. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think. Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Well, probably because... Let me look at my evidence. Okay, I think maybe this is where I'm actually supposed to present this thing. Because that scrapbook is for every moment where the Steel Samurai wins in a fight. So what happens if he's presented with something that isn't a case of the Steel Samurai winning a fight? Would he still take a photo? Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? This thing.
Take that!
Here's my proof. Proof? Can I do that again? This doesn't prove anything. Ha! Lost your nerve, have you? I'm on a bad track today. I've screwed up 2 times. Very well, I'll ask you the question again. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of Steel Samurai. Okay, so at least that didn't penalize me. Let's try watching something else. He missed the climax of the fight. Because he was looking at something else, probably. Okay, now I definitely know that's probably something else. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Oof. Come on, think of something. Think of something. Nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Okay, so... He's still... Duh! He's still learning how to use it! The camera. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera. The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! You get it? You get it, Santa Claus? Because it took me a little bit to get it. Correct! Why would Cody be looking at somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. You know, pressing on little kids sounds a bit suggestive, Phoenix. Just saying. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there, watching his hero, and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Undoubtedly. Have him testify again. Right. It means business. Well, we need to mean business, otherwise we're fucked. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo. Real world is a sad place, I know. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yup. I think I should press on everything. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Alright, let's keep pressing you. Damn right I'm right. Pops. Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I guess I'm the bearded gentleman. That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious. Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness. Testify! Yipes! Did you just grow a foot or two when I shocked you? The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. Okay. So did you see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. So I held up my camera to take a picture. Come on, tell me more about moving strangely. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? A person on the ground. And a Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yup. I disagree. That's all. Yeah! I told you, I didn't take a picture. I would have, once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him hard. Now, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody, and I have just the thing. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey. Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Stop bluffing. Wow. This feels great. Yeah. I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. So you erased them. You erased them. Yeah! Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know. Why would I want to keep a picture like that? Because of the scrapbook, kiddo! He's becoming less and less cooperative. Better find clear contradictions soon. Or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Okay, let's go to the last statement. So you erased them. This would run contrary to why you collect those photos, namely, adding to this scrapbook. Now here's where I really wanted to use it. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I'm talented like that. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh. Right. It's still bad, my friend. For you. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam. I got 'em all. Never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No. Wait. No way. Are you getting the twist now, my friend? Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell him, Phoenix. Tell him what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the foes he took? The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, yeah, Sir Judge. When someone wins, another person has to lose. Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone! Ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit that what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. Believing your own lies isn't good for you, man. He couldn't handle the truth! And now I'm thinking about that one movie reference. Order! I'll have order! Witness. Cody. Is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Incoming waterworks. The truth stings, doesn't it, kiddo? That's the real world for you. Cody. That day, you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight. Right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? A stunt that'll lead us to the truth, Edgeworth. The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. What's this all about? Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. I think you mean lied still? In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Dun dun dun! Order! 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 So the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying that the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony. The day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go into Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Why would the victim do such a thing? Well, let's think about this for a sec. He took the costume, dressed as the Steel Samurai, and he supposedly went from the employee area to Studio 1. But on the way there, he got his picture taken by the security camera, and he made sure that he was limping in the picture. I don't know about you, but at this point, that's when I figured he was trying to frame Will for something. I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Really? And you didn't feel the need to divulge this information because reasons, right? Data? Yeah, a photo in my digital camera. What? Show us, quick! No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now! Here. This is it. You guys see what I see in this photo? See that number up there? I don't know about you, but that doesn't look like a 1 to me. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. So if this photo was taken around Studio 2 around the time that the murder occurred, then this photo is actually showing us where the Steel Samurai got murdered, and that's around Studio 2. Now we just gotta bring this little detail to the attention of the entire court. I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. Oh, yes it is, my friend. It definitely is. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. But what? She sees it too, man. Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Find inconsistency in the photo. Well, right here.
Take that!
Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? Ah! He gets it! Edgeworth gets it! Eat it! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But... that's impossible! Huh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. Don't worry, just get the wax out of your ears and pay attention, Sir Judge. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here, in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is a true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Gladly.
Take that!
Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the number 2 that the murder took place in the studio. No, film me. The trailer is there. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held at that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside, eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. And this photo that we see here was taken at 2 p.m., so it was indeed right before the statue fell. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony. Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2. I got you now, Edgeworth. Order. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
Objection!
This is madness! No, this is Sparta. I'm sorry, that's too dank for this courtroom. Nope, this is courtroom antics. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Yes, he is. So, why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I have it. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Oh, they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole a costume. The sleeping pills. He put Will Powers to sleep.
Take that!
This is it. An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills. Sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle. Idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. I win, bitches! Again! I pulled enough crap out of my ass and I came out smelling like roses. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. It's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. Your ego must be getting bruised so bad right now. Huh, Mr. Every suspect is guilty? This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. Okay, so we only got one more shot to win this. So when we come back here, we need to make everything we need to make everything we find count. October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Phew. It's a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. We're good at putting up fronts. What can I say? Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? He doesn't really need to know this, guys. Like, come on, man. Of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers. We have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find a true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right. Thanks. Okay, we got our homework assignments, or rather, I got my homework assignment. You can see me do my little homework study session in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this latest episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. If you did and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I will see you all next time. Take care.